I'm finishing mile 3 right now. 3 miles. Can you believe it? When I started this, I could barely run a half mile. I'll talk to you more in a minute. Let me finish. I don't know if you caught what I was saying before. Sorry about that. So basically, as you guys know, just a quick recap, I started running a few months ago. And when I started running, the most I could run was a half mile. And it was a struggle. I had the hardest time. And I ran a half mile every other day for 2 weeks, right? After that 2 weeks, I increased it by another half mile, okay? So I ran a mile 5 days a week for 2 weeks. And then I thought, oh, I'll increase it another half mile. So I did a mile and a half 5 days a week for 2 weeks. Then I did 2 miles 5 days a week for 2 weeks. Today I was supposed to start 2.5 miles for 5 days a week for 2 weeks. But instead, I ran 3 miles today. Now, if you're running, I wouldn't recommend skipping ahead because it can really mess you up. And especially in the early weeks or the first month or so of running. And I'm not a running expert by any means, but just from my own experience, I know that when I've skipped ahead in the past, I've gotten injured and then I ended up not running for months, if not years. So, having said that, I skipped ahead to 3 miles and my mind is blown right now. I cannot believe I just ran 3 miles. Last time I ran 3 miles was in 2003 or 2004. Probably 2003. Can't believe it. Feels so good. I wish I could transfer the good feelings that I have onto you guys. I just cannot believe that I just ran 3 miles. If I can do it, you can do it. Just do it if you want. If you want to run, do it. Try it. If you can't run, ride a bike. If you can't ride a bike, do sit-ups or jumping jacks. I would be so ungrateful if I didn't thank you guys for your support. Many of you have been rooting me on since that first video. Remember the first step video that I did where I started crying like a baby because I was so nervous and afraid and I knew my life was about to change? If you haven't seen it, there's a link to it below. And also, I want to put a link to my Why I Hate Shay Carl video. About a month before I started running, Shay Carl posted a video about running and about overcoming the mind over body and how it's a constant battle and how he felt like he was finally overcoming that battle. And it inspired me. So I created a video where I talk about how I hate Shay Carl. Now, if you guys know me, what you do, you know I don't really hate Shay Carl. It's funny because there's a lot of comments on that video, the Why I Hate Shay Carl video, and it's obvious that most people didn't watch the video because they're like, how could you hate Shay? How could you hate him? The reason I was saying I hate him is because after watching his video, I felt so inspired. I felt like I had to change my life. I felt like finally there was someone who knew what I was going through, someone who had overcome an obstacle that I was dealing with on a daily basis. So in the video, which watch it and you'll see, in the video I say, I hate Shay Carl right now because he's inspired me to take action and change my life. And I meant that. So I really don't hate Shay, but I want to put a link to my first step video. That's the video I made the very first time that I decided to run about 2 months ago. And I committed myself, and it was an emotional experience. It was an emotional thing for me. And then I'd like to post a link to the Why I Hate Shay Carl video. And see, I was inspired a month, I think over a month, before I actually started. I was inspired by Shay, and then I didn't do anything for 4 or 5 weeks. And then I want to post a video, and this is the most important video of any of them down there. I want to post the video where, I want to post the video that I watched of Shay Carl's that blew my mind and inspired me and really motivated me to make some changes. You guys, I just ran 3 miles. Are you kidding me? I'm down like 45 pounds. And I'm not dieting. I just, instead of thinking of quantity, I think quality. I think of nutrition. And I don't even think about it that much. Seriously. I don't concentrate on those things all that much, but I think of nutrition. I don't think of quantity at all. Because here's the thing. You ask a fat guy to run, he's going to be like, you crazy? And then you ask a fat guy to run and starve himself, there's no way he's gonna succeed. There's no way. And if he succeeds, it's gonna be a temporary thing. So what I'm saying is, if you do wanna like lose weight and start running, don't worry about quantity as much, think more about nutrition, right? Eat less bad foods, move more. That's all it is. A lot of people say eat less, move more, and that's true, 100% true. But another way to think about it is eat less garbage, move more. Don't starve yourself. You know, I have not starved myself once in this adventure, in this journey. So check out the videos below, and hopefully that Shea Coral video will inspire you to, you know, make some changes if you want to make changes, or if there's a tiny glimmer of hope in your mind that you might eventually make some changes in your life, check out that video, link below. Thanks for the support, guys. I just ran 3 miles. I cannot believe it.